Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's Whyli, and today, boys, we are back with another freaking video. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys my top 10 favorite HCF traps. Like, these are the best traps you can have for Minecraft in general or HCF, whatever you want to use it for. So, I'm just super excited to show you guys these traps. If you want me to make some tutorials on some of the traps that I haven't made tutorials on yet, make sure to leave a comment like which trap you want me to show you how to make. I have a lot of tutorials on most of these traps, which I will leave in the description. I'll link all the tutorials to the traps that I've done in the description. And yeah, boys, so I'm just super excited to show you guys all these freaking dope traps. Make sure to drop a like down below if you want to see more of these. And yeah, just enjoy the video, guys. Peace! Alright, guys, so for this first trap I'm going to show you, I actually have to turn shaders off because it's in a kind of like a cave-like scenario. So this one's just called like a cave trap, I guess you could say. And basically how you bait to this one is you fall into this faller, and the best case to have it is where it goes to bedrock and there's no water at the bottom, and you have to clutch pearl to like stay alive. And normally most people like pearl down after you, so once there, and once again, this trap only works if it's like on Warzone, so that you can like run straight into your base. It's not really as effective if it is not. So, but yeah, basically, so you would fall down here, and once they chase you, you'd run down a hallway, and you like, boom, you'd run all the way here. You'd have a set lever place like up here, so they'd be ganking you out, and then boom, you pull it, and this gravel falls down. Of course, that torch wouldn't have been there, so then they would have been blocked off, and they can't get out, and they'd be stuck in your claim. So that's the first trap. It is a cave trap, and it's, like I said, this is my top 10 favorite trap, so definitely one of my favorites. If you guys do want a tutorial on this, pretty freaking simple to make, but if you guys really do want a tutorial on these traps, make sure to comment the trap you want me to make down below. Alright, guys, so the next trap here is actually a sand trap. So basically this is another one of my like better traps I like out of this video. Probably in the top 3 for my favorite traps, but it's very simple to make if you use the sign technique, but there's also a more complicated way to go, but it is a lot more easier to use, if that makes sense. So basically this is the harder way to pull, or it's easier to use, because all you have to do is when you're running and trying to trap somebody, all you have to do is run, place a block, and the whole thing falls down and you have trapped them basically. So yeah, this trap is super effective, but it's also a lot more difficult to set up because you do have to like break a lot of stuff and all that. But the other way over here is using the sign method, and basically what that is I'll just show you quickly like what it's set up like. So you just get a bunch of signs. Sorry it's so dark, I am on shaders. I'll get some torches actually. So you just get some signs, you hook them up to one sign. So it's this sign right here. There is a piston right there, but I don't want to destroy any redstone or accidentally pull the trap. So there's redstone hooked up to a piston. The piston just pushes that block once and it'll pull the trap. This is a lot easier to set up because you don't have to like remove a bunch of stuff. So basically all you would have to do is flick this lever here and the sand would fall out because it unactivates that sign, takes it out and removes everything, and they would fall to their death or into your stringed up water trap or whatever, however you want to have it. So okay, so this next trap is a very redstone intensive trap. I have made a tutorial on this trap though, so if you guys do want to check it out, I will have the link in the description for this one. This one is basically a magical wall trap. So you're baiting and the goal is to get ganked into this corner here because the lever is hidden right there, as you can see. You pull the lever and a full-on box just comes on around you. This is like another one of my favorite traps. It's very hard to use in HCF due to the amount of redstoning you have to use to like build this trap. It's very redstone intensive, like I said, but like it is a super OP trap. As you can see, you are like confined in a full-on box from the top and the sides. So definitely a super OP trap if you can find the right spot to use it. Just like right here is a really perfect spot in my opinion, so that's why I tried to put it there. I tried to like use the best locations for all these traps I'm making so that like you guys can get an idea of where you would want to put them like on HCF, because I know when I'm watching videos of just flat ground, like I never know where I should like put a trap like this. Alright, so Honestly, this trap right here was one of the traps. I just couldn't think of anything, so I just made something up off the top of my head, and this is what I came up with. So basically, you would normally want to have like a friend on this trap here, because what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna be baiting someone. This trap can work in the wilderness or in like your claim, either one, whatever you want. But basically, what you want to do is you want to bait it over it, jump over it, and like you can turn around or whatever, like make it as obvious as you want, and as soon as they jump over it, your friend will pull this lever here, which will like push it up, and basically what's going to happen is when they jump, they're going to hit that and fall into your trap. So definitely a really nice trap to use. And I also made it so it's not as hard to repair. You just break this one layer of blocks and place it back like that. So definitely a super OP trap, and I really recommend it for you guys to use. Alright guys, so besides the wall pusher trap, this is my second all-time favorite trap in HCF or in Minecraft in general. Basically, what this is a fence gate trap, and I love having it uphill because it's so undetectable. Like, you can trap so many people with this. I've trapped DJ Tasty with this trap and like lots and lots of big factions. So all you have to do is click this lever and button, and it opens it up, and like they fall through here, so it's just like super overpowered. And then you can also make it so you can just close it with another button, and boom, just like that, it's already reset, so you can just use it as much as you want, and it's super blended in. Like, to be honest, I'm a trapper, so I would know that this is kind of a trap, but most people would not see this as a trap, and that's why I really like it. It's very indistinguishable, kind of like the wall pusher trap or the hill trap. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the next trap, boys. Alright guys, so this next trap here is the hill trap. Basically what is going to happen is these blocks are going to pull up right here, and this is going to open, so when you're running, you'll just like fall in here because you can't make a 2-block jump. So I placed the button right here, so if I press it, this comes up and that opens up right there, so that when they were running, like I said, you would just fall in like that. And yeah, pretty OP trap, definitely recommend it. Not as high redstone intensive as other traps, so that's why I do recommend it. It's pretty easy to make once you get the hang of it. Like, I've memorized it by now, so it's a really good trap. Alright guys, so this is the flat ground trap. It's kind of like the hill trap, but it's flat ground instead, so this is actually undetectable. Like, it's really hard to know this trap is coming, but it's also kind of hard to trap people with it because you have to get the timings down. Like, the puller needs to know exactly when to pull it, otherwise you're gonna miss it because you only have like really a small chance of trapping them. Like, you got to be running and then pull it a little earlier right before they're gonna get there, so they hit that wall and fall in perfectly. But I'm basically gonna show you what it does. This is the way I like to make it, so that it's less work resetting. There's a lot of other ways people make it, but this way, when you pull it, it comes up, it pulls that back down, and then you just break this and you just place it back like that, kind of like that other trap over there. But yeah, it's pretty OP trap. Flat ground comes up, and then you would fall down in there, and then it closes up, and all you have to do is replace it like that. So yeah, pretty OP trap, very undetectable, but also kind of hard to pull, so make sure you get the timing down before you use this trap. Alright guys, so this trap is the self-puller trap. This is another one of my favorite traps. It's like kind of detectable, but most people don't see it coming because it's really such a simple trap and kind of blended into your terrain. Like, what I like to do is grief the war zone right in front of my claim, because I always love getting claims on the war zone to trap. And what I like to do is just grief a ton of it up, place like a way up like this, looking somewhat like this, or maybe I don't know how else you want to put it, but you can do it anywhere like this. Normally I'd put sticky pistons here too, so these 2 blocks pull out as well, but I was kind of lazy, so I just did this right here. But how you want to bait this is just run up it, simple as that, and then you self pull the lever, and hopefully they'll be running up with you, and they just fall in there. So also, you can get a invis person to stand up here and pull the trap from up here, but I do want to give credit to Smurfings for like giving me the idea to start using this trap. I watched his videos, and I think I'm going to be trapping with him here pretty soon this map. So yeah, definitely be tuned for that, and also shout out to Smurfings for like giving me the idea for this trap. Alright guys, so this is the wall pusher. This is like one of my all-time favorite traps I've ever used playing HCF. I've trapped so many people with this trap, 3-mans, 4-mans, 5-mans, on and on. You can name it. Like, it's just such a great trap, very effective and a very high radius. So this is one of the traps I definitely recommend using when you play HCF. I will leave a link of a tutorial I have made on how to make this. Of course there are other ways, but this is like my easiest way. And I just looped the redstone around here. I was too lazy to like cover it up and stuff, but you guys would be able to do that when you want. But basically what you do is you just press this button, the wall pushes out and this opens up, and this pushes you into those two by whatever, however long you make it hole. And yeah, very effective trap, and I definitely recommend this trap for you guys. Alright guys, so this trap right here is called a line trap, or that's what I call it, because basically what happens is it's sort of like the wall pusher a little bit, not really. What happens is it pushes 4 blocks out like this, like right here, 4 blocks are going to push out, and then 4 blocks from here are going to push out, and it's going to be fence gates right here. So what's going to happen is when... So what's going to happen is when these 4 cobble blocks pull out and you're running, these fence gates are going to open too, so you're going to hit that wall and fall down into where the fence gates are. So alright, so this is how the trap actually works, guys. You just click this button, it pushes 4 blocks out like that, and then you'd run into it and like boom, you'd fall down into there. So pretty dope trap. I actually messed up, so I had to read, that's why there was all that other stuff there. But yeah, make sure when you guys do this trap though, you leave 4 blocks open here. So like when these are closed, when it looks like this, make sure you have 4 extra blocks like not placed right here, otherwise the trap is not going to work. Those fence gates aren't going to be able to push out because they do need a little bit of room to push out. So yeah.